Well, due to the growing number of layoffs that have happened at companies nationwide over the last few years, severance pay is a hot topic. Attorney Jim Higgins with the Higgins Firm recently sat down with Casey to explain the 3 questions that every employee should ask.
Jim, thanks for being here.
Thanks.
All right, so if somebody has found themselves in an unfortunate circumstance where they've been laid off, they often get a severance package. And if they do, you've got some advice for us. So 3 severance pay questions that every employee should ask. First is, am I entitled to severance if I'm let go? A lot of people wonder that.
Yeah, no. In general, no is the answer. You know, severance is a voluntary thing most of the time. The only exceptions to that are if you have an employment contract, which are rare, or there's a federal law, the WARN Act. If there's a mass layoff, then you would be entitled to a severance package. But in general, employers just do it for goodwill. They may do it if they think you have an employment law claim, things like that. But it's usually something that's voluntary.
Okay. Now, what about how it's calculated? What do they do about that?
So most companies, when they calculate severance, if they are a company, they do it, they're going to look at it a few factors. They're going to look at what your average income is. The higher it is, the bigger the severance will be. They're going to look at how big the company is. Usually it's more in line with bigger companies, will be a little bigger severance. They're going to look mainly at how long have you been there. Are you a 20, 30-year employee? If so, the severance will probably match that. It'll be bigger. And what they'll do is once they kind of calculate those things, you will usually get so many weeks or months of pay.
And if somebody has received a severance package, should they call your office and talk to you about the offer to discuss it?
Yes. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. We have an employment law section that daily reviews severance packages for people. Now, I will tell you that if you've been a short-term employee at the company and it's a very small severance package and they haven't done anything illegal, then you may not. But a lot of times we can kind of ferret that out on the phone. If it is a long-term employment, if it's a significant severance package, if you feel that they've done something illegal, because a lot of times what's happened in these severance packages is the employer is worried or trying to settle an employment law claim. They may be an age discrimination case. It may be because they're worried that they're firing someone who had a Family Medical Leave Act rights and or overtime. So in those cases, if you sign the severance package, you're giving all that up.
Yeah.
So a lot of times what happens is we come in, we'll talk to the employee, we'll find things that they may not have thought of, and we can renegotiate that package. And usually you can do that fairly quickly. Or, you know, sometimes we're just saying, hey, you know what, this is fair. And even if that's the case, I think there's a peace of mind with knowing that you've talked to an experienced employment lawyer, that everything is what it should be, and you're not giving up any significant legal rights.
Rest assured. All right, Jim, thanks.
Well, the Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee, and you can give them a call at 615-353-0930. Or for more information and a link to their website, higginsfirm.com, just go to the Better Nashville section of WSMV.com.